It is time for another story.
One common device in fairy tales is anthropomorphic animals, which are animals that talk and act like people. Another is the morality tale, which rather than being an adventure story about magic and monsters, is a story with a specific lesson or message. These two devices are often paired together, perhaps most famously in the Aesop's Fables, as well as in today's story, Cat and Mouse in Partnership. A cat had made the acquaintanceship of a mouse, and said so much to her about the great love and friendship that he had for her, that the mouse was finally convinced that they should move in and live together. But we must make preparations for the winter, otherwise we will go hungry. And you, little mouse, you can't go wandering out on your own, otherwise you'll get caught in a trap. The mouse thought that this sounded like good advice, and together they bought a pot of fat. Fairy tale doesn't specify what kind of fat that it was. Well, maybe it was butter? I like to think that it was bacon grease. But they weren't sure where to store it safely. Finally, after much consideration, the cat said, "I know of no place where it will be better stored than in the church. Nobody ever dares steal anything from there. We will put it under the altar and not touch it again until we are in need of it." So the pot was stored safely away, but it wasn't long before the cat started to have a longing for it, because, you know, bacon grease. And he said to the mouse, "I have wonderful news! My cousin has just had a baby boy."
Oh, that is so cute!
I know, he's so little and tiny and fluffy, and he's all white with brown spots. And they have asked me to be the godfather.
Oh, that is so wonderful to hear!
You will let me go, of course, won't you? And you can look after the house by yourself.
Oh, yes, of course. Go right ahead. I'll take care of everything. Just you go. Go see the little cute little baby kitty.
All of this was untrue. The cat had no cousin and had not asked to be godfather. He went straight up to the church, went right up to the pot of bacon grease, and licked off the top of it. The scoundrel! He spent the rest of the day wandering around the town, feeling very fat and happy, and he didn't return home again until evening.
Oh, here you are again. You must have had a happy day.
Everything went well.
What name did they give the child?
Top off.
Top Off? That's a very uncommon name. Is it a family name?
Does it matter? Your godchild is called Crumb Thief, and it's no worse than that.
Before long, the cat was seized by another craving for bacon grease. He said to the mouse, "You must do me another favor. I have once again asked to be the godfather of a cute little baby kitten. He's so pretty. He's all black and he has a white ring around his neck. I can't refuse. I can't refuse." The good mouse consented. However, the cat crept behind the town wall all the way to the church, crept up to the pot of fat, and ate half of it. Nothing tastes quite as good as what you eat by yourself. When he arrived back home again, the mouse asked,
So what name was this child christened with?
Half gone.
Half gone? What are you saying? I've never heard that name in all my life. I'll bet it isn't even in the book of baby names.
Soon the cat's mouth again began to water for the bacon grease. Hey mouse, all good things come in threes, and I have been asked for the third time to be the godfather of a little baby kitten. This one is totally black, only it has little itty bitty white paws. That only ever happens once every few years. You have to let me go. You will, won't you?
Top Off? Half gone? Those were such unusual names. I hope he gets a better name than your last two godchildren have received. Top Off? Half gone? What can they mean?
You shut up, Mouse! You sit at home dreaming stuff up all day because you never go out.
During the cat's absence, the mouse cleaned up the house and put everything in order, but the cat ate the rest of the bacon grease. Well fed and fat, he did not go back home until nighttime. The mouse immediately asked what name had been given to the third godchild, to which the cat replied, you won't like it either. His name is All Gone.
All gone? I have never. That is a worrisome name. I have never even seen that name in print before. All gone? What can it mean?
Then she shook her head, curled herself up, and went to sleep. From this time forth, nobody invited the cat to be godfather. But when winter had come and there was no longer any food to be found outside, the mouse remembered their pot of fat. And she said,
Come, cat, we will go and get our pot of fat, and it will taste very good now that we are hungry.
Yes, you will enjoy it as much as getting your tongue stuck to a frozen metal post.
They set out on their way, and they got to the church, and the pot was still there, but of course the fat
Was all gone.
Now it all makes sense. Now I've seen what has happened. You liar! You ate everything while you were serving as a godfather. First top off, then half gone, and then
Be quiet or I will eat you too.
all gone.
The words were already on the poor mouse's lips. She had scarcely spoken before the cat sprang on her, seized her, and swallowed her whole.
What? What is happening?
Oh no, it doesn't end there. Really? There's more? Oh yes. The last line of the story is, you see, that is the way of the world. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's how it ends? That's how it ends? What kind of a morality story is this? Actually, it makes a lot of sense. What are you talking about? Well, obviously, the moral of the story is that you should never tie yourself to controlling and manipulative people. And you especially shouldn't live with them. That's actually a really good moral. I mean, it's a sad story, but yeah. It's clearly a warning to young people about being careful who they form their relationships with. So I guess there you have it then. That's the story of cat and mouse in partnership. Really wasn't much of a partnership.